permits me, the latest development, this rather embarrassing situation where the picture of a 12-year-old former governor of Cross River State, Donald Duke, was used to portray the young Bola Tinubu. How does that come to you?
I'm not sure how that is relevant to what is going on here, but permit me to say that we will probably need to wait for Tinubu himself to come up, or his team to come up with a response to that. But as far as I'm concerned, we're not talking of Tinubu of 12 years ago. We're talking of Tinubu of now, and the Tinubu who was the governor of Lagos State. So 12 years ago in his life to now is a long time ago. So I don't think that has any bearings to what is going on now. What we want now is Nigeria moving forward. It's no point bringing up issues like this, and especially this picture you're talking about has been in the public domain for a while now. So it beggars believe why certain people are now coming up with this now. Again, because we're in the run-up to the elections now, you will expect a lot of mudslinging to be thrown by the opposition. So we're always ready for that.
All right, this is not particularly what you will call mudslinging. I want to take you from another angle. One of the spokespersons of the PDP, Olabodinyo, used the word disingenuous to describe this using of the picture of somebody else to represent Tinubu. You're going to be speaking to the people in the diaspora. They're going to bring it up. So how are you going to address that? Because it borders on, people will tell you, why would you do that? So how are you going to address that?
Well, the last time I checked, that picture is not part of the picture or official pictures that the party or Tinubu himself have used in anywhere. So this is why I said earlier on that it is just mere smear campaign by the opposition, because it's like I said, that picture has been making the rounds for, I don't know, many months now. So the question is, why would anybody now be making a mountain out of a molehill of a picture that has been in the public fora for so many months? Again, like I said, this picture they are talking about, unless they can come and tell me that it was Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself or his team that put out that picture, then as far as I'm concerned, it's neither here nor there.
It wasn't a documentary, and you said why they will bring it up, why would it matter? Because someone would say this is what you would call impersonation. Why would you use somebody else's picture to depict another person? And that person is not just any ordinary person, but that person is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the APC.
Yes, and some would say it is a misrepresentation of the truth and the facts. And are you trying to say that antecedents don't matter, or they will not matter in the coming elections? Are you saying, because you've been referring to, the antecedents of Bola Tinubu, like they do matter, because people are going to ask questions based on what did you do in the past, how did you conduct yourself, where did you miss it in terms of representing the issues as they are or as they were. Are you saying that those things don't matter?
Or you say it was a mistake?
A mistake that doesn't matter? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when I'm talking about Tinubu's antecedents, I'm talking about what he did, which everybody can see. But like I said, this picture has been in the public fora for a while now, and like I said, unless someone can point out to me that the picture was put out there by Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself or by his team, then as far as I'm concerned, it is neither here nor there. So for me, what we're talking about, because that has nothing to do with his capacity to lead anyway, unless anybody can come and tell me that he's not capable enough to lead the country, a photograph, as far as I'm concerned, is like, to me, it's like majoring on minor.
All right. The Atiku/Oko presidential campaign organization says the use of a photograph of former Cross Rivers Governor Donald Duke in a documentary to portray young Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the All Progressives Congress again confirms the dishonesty of the ruling party's presidential campaign. In a statement by the spokesperson of the Presidential Campaign Council, Kola Olabodiyan, the main opposition party, affirms that their action further questions the personal integrity of the APC presidential candidate. Olabodiyan is therefore counseling Tinubu to apologize to Nigerians, saying that citizens are, quote, miffed by the reported disingenuous use of Donald Duke's picture, end quote.
Well, the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Tinubu, is set to embark on foreign trips to meet with global leaders. In a series of tweets by the APC Presidential Campaign Council, Tinubu will travel to the British capital, London, United States, France, and key European Union member states to share his vision and plans for Nigeria. He will leave by December 4 and is expected to return to Nigeria by December 12 to continue his campaign rallies. All right, let's cross live to our London studios now and speak to the chairman of the APC UK Presidential Campaign Council, Joseph Adebola, who is a barrister at law. Thank you very much for joining us on Newsnight tonight. So Bola Tinubu is going to be pitching before global leaders. As a Nigerian diasporan, yes, you are part of the Presidential Campaign Council. What exactly are your expectations? What do you expect to hear from Tinubu?
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me. Yes, our presidential candidate Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu will be coming to the UK from next week, Monday, and we are looking forward to meet with him. He's coming over to speak to Nigerians in diaspora as well as the world leaders regarding his plans for Nigeria, how he intends to better the lot of all average Nigerians, and we are looking forward to a close-knit engagement with him, and everything is set, and we can't wait to welcome him to the UK.
Oh, all right. What's really, the nitty-gritty, the realist sense of these international trips, seeing that you in the diaspora, you cannot vote, you cannot donate money to his campaign. So what really is the essence of these trips?
Thank you very much. I think it is not entirely correct to say we cannot vote, because we have many Nigerians in diaspora who has their PVC. I have mine. 2 years ago, I was in Nigeria to vote the Ondo state elections, and same goes for so many Nigerians in diaspora, and that is why we here are sensitizing our people that there is the need for every single Nigerian in diaspora who has their PVC to go home to vote. That is one angle of it. The other angle of it is every Nigerian in diaspora has families back home as well, and we have a duty to ensure that we sensitize those at home and ask them, to go out and vote en masse on the election day. And not just that, our job is to enlighten the voters back home as to the reasons why they need to vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the best choice for the country at this time. So this and many more are what we are doing. For instance, last week, Saturday, here in the UK, we organized our town hall meeting where we conversed with all stakeholders and Asiwaju support groups, all in the UK. We all converged at the prestigious Peninsula, Greenwich Peninsula in the UK here, and what we did was to collate the all the details of all the groups, and to harmonize our campaign activities to make sure that it's all harnessed towards the same goal, and that is to ensure victory for Tinubu Shetima ticket and APC at the next general elections. So, like I said, most Nigerians, because we are passionate about our country, and trust me, many of us will be traveling home to vote come 2023.
And I am trying to find out from you, let me repeat my earlier question, maybe recraft it. What exactly would be the basis of you voting for Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Exactly what are you telling the diaspora Nigerians? What are you convincing them with? You say that, look, at this time, Tinubu is the best man for the job come 2023. What are the specifics? Exactly what are the reasons that you're lining up on the table to say, look, for this reason and that, Tinubu is the best man for the job, compared with what other candidates are saying?
Yeah, first of all, well, everybody except those who don't want to accept the truth, the antecedents of Asiwaju speaks for him. He's been there, seen it, done it, and we are all living witnesses to how what he did in Lagos as a two-time governor. And apart from that, he is a man who, throughout his political career, has devoted his time to building up other people, and most of the people that he's built up are now great leaders of their own. So for me, for someone who has the penchant to spot talents and who is not afraid to even put them forward to his own detriment, I believe that is the kind of man that we need at this time in this country now, especially because of his experience. He's been a governor before and he's worked outside the country as well, so which means he has both international and local experience on how to move the country forward, and that is exactly what the country needs.